Hey, you guys, it's Jared Johns. How are you? So, I am here in bed, and it is like 11 o'clock, I believe, on a mid May day, May 18th. And for some odd reason, I have a craving for cake. Like, I really want some cake. Because I'm a fat ass and it's bad, but I'm craving something sweet, and so I'm gonna get some cake. Um, so I was thinking that instead of doing pillow talk here tonight, we can still be here maybe, but I'm going to like go do cake, and you guys are gonna join me, and then in between, like waiting for oven to preheat and getting um, baking the cake, we can maybe you guys can share some lame jokes with me, and I can find some lame jokes to share for you with you because I have no idea. I don't know lame jokes. I don't know jokes, so but we're gonna do it. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun. Yay! Also, for those of you who have watched my closet video from whenever I cleaned the closet, which was a mess, by the way, a horrible, wretched mess. You know that in my closet I have cake. Um, it's an odd story. Go watch the video. But I have cake, and so I was like, you know what? We should make cake. But the crazy thing is that it is Halloween pumpkin cake. Well, actually, I guess the cake isn't actually Halloween. It's more like a seasonal fall cake. But wait, I thought I was gonna have to do two. I think I had to have two things of sorry of icing, which I do have, but my mess of a closet still. Halloween icing, confetti, not confetti, funfetti. Yeah, so I think we're gonna do this. Let's see how it goes. I haven't made any of these cakes since Halloween. I didn't even make a cake for Halloween. I don't understand why they have cake for Halloween. What is the use? Why? But this is cupcakes, so cupcakes for school. Okay, that makes sense. Let's do this though. We're gonna go out to the living room. Oh, keep on giving you guys close-ups. You're welcome. Okay, well I gotta give you another one because I've gotta get the door. It's dark out here. It's dark. Okay, so put this here. What does it say? Preheat oven to 350, which we will do. Start it up. Start it up, start it up, start it up. So, the recipe has like two different options. So there's an option for 4 egg whites for those who want a healthy cake, or 3 eggs. We're gonna go with 3 eggs because I'm eating cake. Why do I want it to be healthy? Makes no sense. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Oven is getting preheated. Let's get the cooking oil and the vegetable oil. Leave that on. I don't even know what that song is. It almost seems like maybe the theme song from I Dream of Jeannie, I think. Isn't that what the show is called? I Dream of Jeannie? It was an old one. Let me set you down right there, and I will look at you, and you'll get to see my hand do the typing thing. Yay! Alright. Lame jokes on Google. Let's see what we can come up with. lamejokes.org. There's a whole site that is dedicated to lame jokes and called Lame Jokes. Okay. I'm going to laugh at these. I'm going to laugh at lame jokes. I am the worst about laughing at lame jokes. Oh my god, this is going to be bad. I can already tell. So it looks like the system has like an up rating. Like you can rate these up and they move up. So maybe we should start with like kind of bad ones first and then go from there. Oh my god. Oh, this doesn't look like there's many here. This says the best kinds of jokes are lame jokes. Vote your favorites or submit your own. All right. So, why do shoemakers go to heaven? Because they have good souls. Oh, yeah. I'm just kidding. Why doesn't Pac-Man use Twitter? He doesn't like being followed. Ba-dum-bum. Okay. Let me see. We are going to keep going. Okay. Wait, this has more now. What the heck happened? Like there's more down at the bottom of the list. Oh, the list, like it's like a never ending. It just keeps going. If you just pause for a second, it'll keep on going. So that Twitter one wasn't even the worst one. This is gonna be bad. Let's see. What do you call a lost wolf? A werewolf. Okay. What do you call a cow with 2 legs missing? Lean beef. Oh my god. My phone falls from the tallest building but didn't touch the ground. Question mark. Because my phone was in airplane mode. Okay. This is crazy. Why was the ant so confused? Because all of his uncles were ants. So dumb. Why are cheetahs bad at hide and seek? They're all spotted. Okay. Let's see. What is the slipperiest country in the world? Greece. These are dumb. You want to hear a joke about construction? Wait, I'm still working on it. What did one wall say to the other? Meet you at the corner. Lame. Yay, James says, hello, James. You finally made it to a video. Congratulations. To a live chat. You actually made it live. What do you call a dinosaur with an extensive vocabulary? A thesaurus. Just kidding. What did the skunk say when the wind changed? It's all coming back to me now. Okay. What did one eye say to the other? And Gabe is here. Hey, Gabe. Between you and me, something smells. Dumb. What kind of PC can sing really great? Adele. It's funny. James says, thanks, hope your nights are good. You too. You're off like 2 hours ago, unless you're like your shift always changes or something. Because the other night you said like you were off at like 9 or something. This says, how did Harry Potter get down the hill? He walked. ... J.K. Rowling. Okay. What happens if you eat yeast and shoe polish? Every morning you rise and shine. Why does a chicken coop have 2 doors? Because if it had 4 doors, it would be a chicken sedan. What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. Let's see if there's better ones. There has to be better ones. This is bad. Why was the girl staring at the carton of orange juice? It said concentrate. What do you call a car that everyone can buy? A Ford. That's so dumb. Oh my God. My physics teacher told me that I have potential. Then he threw me off the roof. Let's see. Why did the hipster fall in the lake? He went ice skating before it was cool. What do you call birds that stick together? James says, Monday through Saturday, I get off at 6 p.m. Cool. Well, welcome. What do you call birds that stick together? Velcros. Okay. These are dumb. Okay. Let's go. Why was a cell phone wearing glasses? Because he lost all his contacts. Why was the stadium so cold? Because there was a lot of fans. Dumb. What do you call the security guard or security outside of Samsung store? Galaxy or Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh my God, these are dumb, but they're funny. Where do animals go when their tails fall off? The retail store. Robert Lee says, I saw that last night. What did you see last night? I hate people named Gabe. Oh, you saw Guardian. Robert says, I saw Guardians. Gabe says, they're always so annoying. You're not annoying, though. How was Guardians? James says, 3 likes and 2 watching. Either you have a ghost that likes you or someone is ghosting. So I, like, the numbers are always messed up on my end. Like right now it shows 3 people are watching and 3 likes. So, but it goes up and down. I don't even care anymore. I just don't pay attention to it because it's, and then people come and go. And so if someone comes and likes and then they leave, then there's a like and less person. So. Oh, and now there's 4 likes. Thank you, guys. Let's see. Let's go check on. Gabe says, wrong hood, gang, gang. Okay. Let's go check and see if the oven is preheated. I don't think it is yet. 3 watching and 4 likes. That's how we do it. It just preheated. And I don't even have everything ready yet. Like I went and did the it was good-ish, Robert says, about the Guardians of the Galaxy. I've never even seen the first one. So I need to get caught up. I need to rent it or something. We are making cake. Yes, we are making, I talked about it earlier, but we're making Halloween cake. Well, pumpkin cake, but Halloween. And actually I have Halloween funfetti. So I need to get the bowl ready. Five likes and 3 people. Yay! Does it show you guys who all is on, or does it just say like 3 people or 4 people is in? Like it doesn't show me even who's here. It just says like a number and then like the likes up there. Gabe says, the one time you're not shirtless at night. Yeah, I was craving cake, so I was like, I'm going to stay dressed and make cake, and so I am. Let's see, set oven to 350, we did that. Combined cake mix. We're going to do this with one hand as best as we can. If I'm missing any of your comments, I'm sorry. James says 7 likes and 3 watching. One-handed, yes. Robert says one-handed. I'm going to put you there, because otherwise this will take forever. Yeah, it still shows on my end. It shows 3 people here and 6 likes. Thank you guys for liking. I think people get kicked off and then come back in, and yeah, and the numbers are always messed up on here, but what is Guardians of the Galaxy about? James says, not shirtless or in bed. I'm progressing in life. And then we are going to add the water, which says 1 cup. I was talking earlier in the video about on the directions it gives you either 3 eggs or 4 egg whites. And I feel like if people are doing egg whites, it's because they want to do healthy, but you're making a cake. Okay, Gabe says it's about a young lad named Gabe who becomes a millionaire. I didn't read the last part. Awesome. Congratulations. Okay. 1 cup of water. Let me get my measuring cup. Now it shows there's like 2 people here. You guys are leaving. No, don't go. Okay, 1 cup of water. Robert says it was entertaining. Good. I will have to check out the first one and then check out the second one eventually. Gabe says, it says 4 watching for me. Yeah, it's a mess. I don't even want to talk about it anymore because it's like always, my thing is always way off from what it is. Half a cup of oil. What was the last thing you guys baked? Do you guys bake? Where in the U.S. do you live? Robert asked. I live in Orlando, Florida. Zemito says, hi guys, and what are you cooking? We are making a Halloween cake, pumpkin cake, in May. Yay. Remember if you guys watched my closet video where I was talking about, or I showed the cake mixes and stuff that me and my ex had from our relationship. Anyway, I had stored those in the closet, and so I'm trying to work through all this old food now, and that's some of it. And it's still good. It's still like not past due date, but I wanted to make it and get it done now. Robert says, I was in Orlando last night. Awesome. How was it? Gabe says, Saturday morning we better be making bacon pancakes. I've never made bacon pancakes. I have made bacon mac and cheese, if that counts. Oh, I gotta add eggs. I also like to do, whenever I do biscuits and gravy, I love biscuits and gravy. I'm from the South, and it's one of like our staple like breakfast foods there. Robert says the razen was great. I'm not for sure what the razen is. But biscuits and gravy, and whenever I do biscuits and gravy, I do it with bacon and sausage both in the mix. Okay, I haven't done biscuits and gravy in a long time. I should have you guys come and make biscuits and gravy with me on video or in person. If you want to come in person, feel free. What is the rosin? If you're still in here and haven't left. To hotel off of Dr. Phillips. Oh, okay, cool. I like the Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center. I like to go to shows there. I went to Pixar in concert there. It was pretty amazing. Gabe says, I met a girl who gave me a hamburger because she's vegan and wanted a salad. I'm still confused about it. Wait, were you on a date? Or was this some random girl? Random. What? Don't know if I would have eaten it. Like, did you see it? Wait, did she order it? That's really confusing. So she wanted a salad, but she ordered a hamburger and then gave the hamburger to you. I would be confused as well. That's really weird. James says, crap, it was poisoned. Stir the cake mix, stir the cake mix. James says, laugh out loud. I'm always afraid. Gabe says, I got roofied. I am always afraid of saying, Gabe says, psych. Okay. Saying laugh out loud in conversation. Like, because whenever I see LOL, I say it out loud when I'm reading a text, and I'm always afraid that it's going to become like a part of my vocabulary, and I'm going to be like, laugh out loud, and people are like, you're dumb. Hasn't happened yet, thankfully. How was the burger? James says, and no one took advantage of him. Sad story, right? Well, no one that took advantage of him that he knows of. It's possible, right? Okay, so this doesn't really look like, maybe it is cake mix. It doesn't look like cake mix. Gabe says it was great. Wait, so do you have a hamburger, like do you have a certain way to have your hamburger made? Like, some people don't want stuff on it and it has that stuff on it. I'll get it off or whatever. Gabe says, I woke up in a Lamborghini. And then you became the millionaire. Is it midnight? Oh, it's not. So what I'm going to do is actually make the cake in 2 round pans, and then I never am good at this, but I'm going to try to flip it to make the double layer cake. We're going to see how it goes. So I think combine cake mix, blah, blah, blah. Beat with mixer, no need. Bake at 350. Gabe says, next thing I know, my one night stand was gone. Aww. Gabe says, just kidding. So your one night stand was still there. Good. I don't know. Batter. Mix until moist and beat with mixer speed for 2 minutes. Pour batter into pans. Are the pans supposed to be greased? I'm going to grease them just in case. Whoa, that was like way too much. Robert says, yes, grease the pans, you are great. I know, like whenever I'm trying to flip it, it's going to like fall apart to pieces, and then I'm going to be embarrassed on live YouTube. Gabe says, does anyone have some chocolate I could borrow? Where do you live, Gabe? Robert says, get a paper towel. I need to, actually, to help spread it. Thank you, Robert. Gabe says in Florida. I think we talked about that, maybe. Cool. I think you have been on every single one of the live videos that I've done so far, I think. Pretty amazing. It's like 12 of them or something. I actually talked about earlier in a video that I'm going to do these every day, at least once a day. I'm trying to do it for a year. I think I can make it. And I think that even if I go a year, then I'm just going to keep on going, obviously. And I don't know if they're going to all be at night. I think I want to do them at different times. There was a guy that I talked to. Robert says, awesome, Gabe. Gabe says, except the daytime ones. I'm guessing you said some. Oh, except for the daytime ones. Yeah, you weren't there for the daytime ones. But I had somebody from the UK comment on one of the videos that he couldn't make it. Like, he wanted me to keep doing them, but he can't make it to the nighttime ones because they're either just waking up or still in bed asleep. So I kind of want to vary it some, I think. But, yeah. I really love the live thing. I like talking to you guys. It's better than the recorded videos. I won't always, James says, I work in daytime. I won't always do them in daytime or whatever. So if you miss them, just catch up or don't, or just come to the next one. But, yeah. James says, and evenings. Yeah. So if you happen to miss it and you want to, they'll be on there. The recorded ones will be on there, but Gabe says, fun fact, Jerry's secretly a male stripper. Not a secret. James says, I watch them all. You really do? That's awesome. I have never stripped before. Robert says, I'm a flight attendant. It's always a luck of the dice if I make it. Gabe says, show off. No. Gabe says, I love it. What did... Oh, I was going to say, I've never done stripping. I have done drag once upon a time, but it wasn't like official drag. It was just weird, like, goofy drag. Actually, it was videos on YouTube back in 2008 or 9. And they were really, really bad, horribly bad, talking about entertainment gossip and stuff. It was bad, like bad. But we are beyond that now. Okay, let's see. What does it say? James says, I stripped once for Army-wise while I was stationed in Germany. How was it? Let's see here. All right, it says to bake 34 to 38 minutes. I'm missing a comment. James says they are some freaks. And Robert says set the timer. Gabe says I stripped chicken before. Does that count? James says money was cool. Awesome. And I think that counts, right? There. It is ready in the oven. Okay, so that is going in there. Beep, 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 beep. Yep. Sorry about the noise. Okay. James says, when I was young, I tried lots of things. I think it's good to try lots of things. It's important. I have been biking to and from school like just about every day, and my legs are feeling it. James says, "Oh, my bucket list was done years ago." Wow, amazing. So, have you not added to it? You should come up with more or add more to it. Make a new list. I I don't. I have a bucket list that's not like written out or anything, but I couldn't like recite it or say what was on it because like if somebody mentions things and I'm like, oh, that's on there. That's one of my things. But James says, why? Done all I ever wanted to do. Good. That's awesome. As long as you still have like goals and stuff to keep you like excited about living. Sorry about all the noise. Okay. It's dark in here. Gabe says, I remember when I was like 3, I ran outside while my grandparents were babysitting me and they were in the basement. I got a coat and I ran out. I couldn't even begin to read all that. James says, goals to live my life as I want to. Good. Sit you guys back down here. Did you guys hear the lame jokes earlier? Weren't they great? Let's see if we can find... Let's look up dad jokes. This says 29 dad jokes that are so bad that they're actually good. What time did the man go to the... What time did the man go to the dentist? Tooth hurty. My dad literally told me this one last week. Did you hear about the guy who invented lifesavers? They say he made a mint. That's dumb. A ham sandwich walks into a bar and orders a beer. Bartender says, sorry, we don't serve food here. James says, I ran away once from San Jose, California, Napa Valley. I was 5 and again I missed it. Whenever the cashier at the grocery store asked my dad if he would like the milk in a bag, he replies, no, just leave it in the carton. Why do chicken coops only... Oh, hopped on a bus. Wow. That's crazy. And they found you, I'm guessing, obviously. That's crazy. Why do chicken coops only have 2 doors? Oh, we already read that. Because if they had 4, they would be chicken sedans. Ha ha ha. Me. Dad, make me a sandwich. Dad, poof, you're a sandwich. These are really, really, really bad. Like, people are going to leave in droves. Gabe said, Pete and Repeat are sitting on a fence. Pete falls off. Who's left? We're not going there. Just a second. What do you guys do while you're on here? While you're watching? Is there like, do you have other things you have that you're doing? Gabe says, holy hell. Why holy hell? There's a foot in my shoe. Dumb. James says, I'm relaxing bed. Robert says, I'm editing a video for YouTube. Awesome. So you have a YouTube channel as well. We should look at it. And watching you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Let's see here. Gabe is playing Assassin's Creed. How are you able to play a game and type at the same time? I really want to get into video games. I think we talked about it on my drunk video, but I want to start playing video games. And someone even suggested that I like record it. I don't know if I would do it on this channel though, but do the. But you have a James or Gabe says multitasking, but you have a controller in your hand and you're texting. James says too ugly for YouTube, so I watch others. Awesome. So I want to play video games eventually, blah, blah, blah. But I actually I for the longest time, I have had this channel for ever since 2012, and it's just been kind of like a random posting thing. This is the most active I've ever been, I think. But I didn't ever really get on YouTube to watch other people. And Robert says, James, I'm sure that is not true. James says, cell phones have voice texting. I hardly ever use the voice texting thing. I should use it more. But, what was I going to say? Oh, I actually started, James says, oh, it is. Started watching a lot of other people's YouTube channels recently, and it's good. It's good stuff. I actually am probably soon going to do a video on smash or pass for YouTubers, for different cute YouTubers that are not. Well, I guess that's gonna be so hard to do because I don't like to like say negative things. So it'd probably just be talking about the YouTubers I would smash. Been done to death, James says. Who are your favorite YouTubers? Gabe says, what was the worst thing you've done that was not illegal? James says, try YouTubers I would date. I could do that too, and I'd probably do that. That's fine. And the worst thing that I've done that's not illegal. Robert says, I don't know how to pronounce that. Ryad. R-Y-I-A-D. R-Y-I-A-D. Let's look. He is out of London. Is it R-I-Y-A-D-H? James says, then you don't have to be mean. True. I could just like talk about, there's one that I found today and he is just so amazingly dreamy. Let's see here. So James says Irish YouTuber. Oh, ad. No, is it an ad? It's not an ad.
Okay, I'm in the Claridge's Hotel backstage getting ready for a Magic Mike dance experience. I'm going to learn how to be a stripper, which is something I never thought I'd say. Hello.
Come here.
Hello. Look at this. Oh my god, this is all for me?
James says Mikey Platypus. Yep, that's him.
Nice to meet you.
Robert says.
Look at this. This is so fancy. I brought
He's cute.
dollar bills. Feel free to throw these at me. There you go. I have oil. Would you like some?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, shit. Sorry. Squirt.
Okay.
Space.
Wow. That's.
What you laughing at?
James says,
Rude.
Cass.
Okay, put your feet apart like this.
I tried a dancing class when I was about 7
What
and
is
they
he
had to keep me out
doing?
because it was so shit. Good luck.
The moment you hear the music begin, you look up to count. You go
Goes says,
chest,
Pete and Repeat are
chest,
sitting on a fence.
chest,
Pete falls off.
pause,
Who's left?
one,
You already said that, Gabe.
let's go apart. Exactly. To the left, to the right. You're gonna circle around. Body roll.
Okay, so
Body roll and hit it.
I should have worn tighter underwear.
Little jiggly, little swingy swingy.
Yeah, you are welcome. I feel a second calling coming on.
I subscribe.
Are you getting horny?
Are you getting horny?
Gotta be compatible. Hip rolls. Takes me to my limit. Girl, when I break you off.
Okay, let's look up Mikey Platypus.
No, okay.
James is recommended.
Okay, fine.
I look like a starving African child.
This is Boom. You're horny.
Robert says, I just started YouTube and it's been really hard putting myself out there. What do you find hard about it? Let's see here. Oh, the first video is him with Riyadh. I'm not pronouncing it right. Gabe says, looking for a shout out. Let's play this.
Hey, we're in the bus. We're going to Universal Studios.
Oh, they're at Universal Studios. I wonder if it's California.
But the thing is, Elena and I told each other, if there's free stuff, go.
Yeah.
And we're getting in for free, so go.
Saying that this is like the best part of playlist.
Free stuff is the best stuff because you don't work for it.
So we're sitting beside these two guys, and they're just really awkward, and they keep like staring at us, and
These are like a bunch of YouTubers that going to Playlist Live, like which was like right up the road here. Amazing.
quite a bit of your footage, though.
You haven't noticed a little bit.
For a moment, I just want to show. It is
There are so many of them.
in Orlando studios right now, which is just a whole bunch of people.
Robert says, "Did you go?"
Vlogging.
I did not. No, but I heard all about it and had friends that went and.
Oh shit! That's Homer Simpson! Oh, we're on a red carpet! Look! I didn't know that was a red carpet. Hi!
Have fun.
Elena and
I
I are going to go on our
have
first
been there
ride.
so
Elena's
many
kind of
times.
scared when it comes to roller coasters, but
Not to Playlist Live, but to Universal. So it's like, this is like right here. It's crazy. Awesome. And I will subscribe to him as well. I don't even know what he's about. This is just like a visit to Playlist Live, but cool. Who else? Robert, what is your username or your all I see on my screen is Robert Lee. Whenever it pops up, it doesn't actually have your username. James says he was on a YouTube trip. Yeah, he is. That's Playlist Live. It's like it happened at like a hotel, I believe, which is I think actually closer to Kissimmee, but they bust over here to Universal Studios, and Universal Studios is like 10 minutes away from me, like right up the street. So that's pretty cool. James has seen it. Roberts has like a face shaking my head thing. What, Robert? What was your screen name? And I didn't catch what the hard part of it was. The hard part of launching. Robert Lee is. I just got instantly embarrassed. Oh, I'm sorry. Any other YouTubers you guys recommend? Robert says, laugh out loud. James says, too many Roberts Lees. Robert Lee TV is what his says. TV. Robert says, sorry, James. Well, I don't know. There are a lot of Robert Lees. So, this will be bad. But I say that this thing says Robert Lee Wilson. There's so many. Like whenever you look up, okay, even I looked up. So I looked up Robert Lee TV, and this is the stuff that I'm seeing. So my first suggestion is, if it's possible, I don't know, YouTube will sometimes let you. I'm going to be general. Robert says, listen, I'm just starting out, so be general. So my suggestion, I can suggest a little bit of stuff. I don't have like a ton of followers either or anything like that. But I would say if you can still, if YouTube will let you, if Google will let you, change your username or do a new channel, because like I should be able to put in your name and it'd be like the first one on there, especially with something like Robert Lee TV, and all this pulls up is Robert Lee stuff, like the army dude and history stuff. So that is what I would say. I would say, which may take a lot. It may seem like a lot. And if you want to keep it the same, keep it the same, obviously. But that's what I would say, because like if I do a search, it should pull, like I said, it should pull you up like right away. Not this list of things, and I can't even find you. Which if you just got started, if like you started like yesterday or something, then it'll take a little bit to update. But if you've been on there for like a couple months or something, then that's a different story, and you should be able to be in search, and you're not there. So yeah, that would be my first suggestion. And then James says, got 7 page. Yeah, so that's what I would say. And then, yeah, that's it. I mean, until I saw your channel, I can't really say that it's what else I recommend. But I don't want to go through, like, I'm telling you, like somebody who is searching for you would do. They wouldn't look through all of that. They'd be like, okay, well, I can't find them. Oh, well. James says, 7 pages when I try to search. Yeah, and it shouldn't be that far down, or if it comes with that many results, then yours should be pretty close to the top. James says, gave up after page 2. And this isn't anything bad against you, Robert, or anybody else who's watching. If you're wanting advice on YouTube or whatever, I think it's good advice. Like, yeah, you come up with something that is searchable, which is sometimes kind of difficult. But Robert Lee is going to be pretty difficult because there's so many Robert Lees. Like, if I were to go with YouTube with my name, my actual name, it would be a mess of search. There would be too many. You guys wouldn't find me. Zamito says, I want a piece of cake for me. Laugh out, do you? I didn't catch it. I'm so sorry. These things go by so fast on my end. I don't know if they go by fast on yours or not. But what was I saying? Oh, if I went, my actual name is Jeremy Johnson. Jeremy Johnson is such a common name that if you were to put it in, like if I had that as a username, which I think would probably be impossible, but if you were to put in Jeremy Johnson, it'd probably be like, so a lot of pages and you wouldn't have been able to find me. So I changed that. I actually do my photography under Jared Johns. I do my YouTube under Jared Johns. Just about everything I do. My writing is under Jared Johns because I wanted something that whenever you Google, that if I'm not in the first, then I'm at least in like the second or third search result for the search. So Jared Johns did it, and I'm thankful. Let's go and check on the cake. I don't know how much longer it has. Robert Lee said I didn't want it to be my real name, but I might need to. Or come up with something like Jared Johns is just, I mean, obviously it's shortening my first and my last name and putting that as the name. We still got 14 minutes in the cake, but if you guys were here, you could smell how amazing the pumpkin cake smells. Let's look. One of them's a little bit bigger than the other, but whatever, right? It's going to be so good. Especially with the Halloween funfetti icing. I hope that those tips helped Robert and it didn't feel like attacked. I'm not here to attack at all. But yeah, that's what I would suggest if you're going to do it. Come up with a name that is searchable. Search it on Google first and see what the results were. I searched Jared Johns and there wasn't a lot of results without mine, and then so yeah. James says mine was number 2 when I searched it. Guys, don't get Zuma says okay, looks great. Thank you. Gabe says I either use APG, APK, or Banner K. Whoa. Promise I'm not drunk. If you type in where you going in the search, it's 11th video down. James says no back to cake baker. James says now. Did I miss? I think I missed a message maybe. Gabe says, do you believe that video games cause violence? I don't think that they cause violence. I think that I can see where it'd be possible for people to get the ideas of violence from video games, but the video game actually causing violence, no. Robert says, thank you both for advice. I am still getting used to being in front of the camera. Absolutely. Just keep on working at it and change the username. Or keep it. Like maybe keep it and it becomes really popular and it moves up the list. That's something like you could work for, I guess. But yeah, and it just takes, I feel like I'm not super great at it either by any means, but it just takes repetitiveness. Keep on doing it. Gabe says, I'm only violent when the things and people I love are threatened. Cool. I love looking up people on YouTube. Like I'm like addicted to the other side of YouTube now, not just making videos and putting them out there doing live, but actually like finding cool people out there to watch. I learn a lot. That's something else. That's a big piece of advice, Robert, is watch a lot of videos, like a lot, and like you learn how people are and what works for people and what doesn't, and what you also can kind of find your niche in the YouTube world. Robert says that's what I've been doing. Good. Robert Lee says, I'm still trying to discover that niche. You will. And just be yourself. Like, I think that's something else. Like, just be yourself, and yourself being you should, I guess, sell to somebody, possibly. Just a second. I am getting like text. What is your favorite game, Gabe? And then we wait. Looking forward to the cakes. You guys are probably going to have to coach me on how to flip it, because I don't even recall how to. I think, don't you have to like put the cake like onto something, take the pan off, and then put the cake on top of the other one? Gabe says, I have no favorite, but I play a lot. What is a lot? How many hours a day do you put into playing video games? Sorry if I'm keeping anybody too long. You guys are welcome to go, of course, because tonight is my Friday night. I don't have any classes tomorrow and no shoots, so. James says, be yourself and you'll do great, Robert. Absolutely. I agree. So the other night, whenever we did the drinking video, I had to pee a lot, and I have to pee again. And I never know what to do with you guys, so you guys just get to come along. I hope I don't become known for like peeing videos, but it is what it is, right? Yeah, James says don't copy anyone. No, don't copy anyone else, because everybody has something, like there's some common things. Robert says, thank you, James. 6 videos I put out have been proud of. Sorry, I have to be. But yeah, just be yourself. Don't copy. Because everybody out there has something, like there is some copying, like, well, not copying, but some stuff that seems a lot alike, but they all have something special. Like, well, not all, but the ones that do really great on YouTube are the ones that have something special about them, and they are themselves. Gabe says, you forgot to show the mirror. I know, right? James says, I follow only originals. And that's important. Be original, for sure. Like, do videos of you peeing. James says, not ones who try to be others. Yeah, trying to be others is not a good plan at all. Totally. I am really enjoying the live thing. Robert says, I won't make a video unless I feel like it's 100% me. Good. That is great. And if you ever feel bad So if you ever feel bad about a video, like after it's done or whatever, either James says, find what makes you happy. Yes, that's what I'm gonna say. If you ever have a video that after you've made it, Gabe says, Toilet Talk with Jared Johns. If you ever have a video after you've made it and you don't feel comfortable about it, I don't care who you've told you're gonna post it. James says, make videos that makes you happy. Yes. Then and I don't care who you've told you're going to post it. If you've announced it to the world that you're going to post this video, if you don't feel good about it, don't post it. If you end up doing live videos similar to this and you get to the end and you're like, oh shit, that was a disaster, I feel negative about it, delete it and feel okay deleting it. It's absolutely fine and nobody's going to hold it against you. James says, is that like shit talking? Laugh out loud. Like in a video? Zimonito says, that's truth. Yeah. So I did a video the other day that I didn't mention the name of the friend, but and actually it was in reference to an ex and more so than a friend, and negative feelings I had about a situation. And then I was like, that came from a negative place. Like I did that this last week. I was like, that came from a negative place. Even if my followers don't, the subscribers don't sense that it's negative, it was negative. James says, toilet talking. Is that like shit talk? Yes, absolutely. It is. I was shit talking. Piss talking. We were piss talking. Yeah, that's going to be my thing. Piss talk with Jer. But anyway, I felt bad about the video, even though I went live and whoever saw it. But afterwards, I was like, you know what? I feel bad about it. It's from a bad part of my life that was negative, and I don't want it out there, so I deleted it. And it actually had like quite a few likes and a few views, and it just isn't worth it. So if you don't feel good about something, you can delete it or don't put it out there at all. It doesn't matter who you told about it. If it's not you, then it's not you, and it's okay to remove that. I don't care what anybody tells you or how they make you feel about it. We're gonna check on the cake. It smells so good. We got 2 minutes. James says, exes belong in the past. I only move forward. It's almost done. What is you guys' favorite cake? Also, if you're watching this video after the fact and not live, feel free to comment below and let me know. Gabe says, Pete and Repeat are sitting on the fence. Pete falls off, who's left? Gabe says, I will keep repeating this. James says, they are exes for a reason. Robert says, pineapple upside down cake. I've only had that like one time, I think. My favorite kind of cake is German chocolate cake, and I usually only have it once a year on my birthday. It's like an important birthday thing for me. Let's see here. Am I making you guys dizzy yet? Gabe says I don't even know what that says. CHCOXXOXC cake? Okay. I guess that's what you get for typing while playing video games. James says, sorry about that. James says, my dad's favorite too. We have it on his birthday. Good. Yeah, I love it. I love the coconut. I love the caramel, whatever, the icing. The chocolate cake itself is really good. And usually I have it as a, similar to this, like a, I'm going to let that cool. I have it as like a double layer as well. It's so good. I only have it like once a year though, like I said. I do want to do some collabs with people, hopefully soon. Gabe says, I went to the movies and the cashier said, enjoy your movie. I always say, you too. I hate it. James says, 5 a.m. is going to come soon. Aw, you got to leave? It is going to come soon. I think you're on the East Coast too, and it's midnight right now. So I can't go on. That's a fun fact about me. I can't go on like 5 hours of sleep. I become a cranky asshole. I am a bitch to get along with on like less than like 6 or 7 hours of sleep. Usually I have to have like 8, but it's not good. It's not good at all. I am on Central Time. Oh, okay. That's not as bad then, right? It's like 10 o'clock there. Robert says, what do you do? Are you asking me or are you asking for work? Are you asking me or are you asking James? What I do for work is, oh, you, Jer, Robert says. So I go to school. I go to school full time. Robert says, and James. Okay, I go to school full time for creative writing and communication. And James says, arc time till I can draw my military retirement. And oh my God, Gabe says, whenever someone gets me mad, my face will get red. Sometimes I get frustrated. On some occasions I get anxiety and I start clenching my fist while my body, I couldn't read it. James says, I work at a hotel. So I go to school, and I was in the military in the Air Force, so I get GI Bill money that covers most of my living expenses, but then on top of that, I also do photography, freelance photography here in Orlando. James says, I did 20. Oh, you had me beat by a lot. I did 4 years in the Air Force. I was an electronic signals intelligence analyst. And James says, I did 20 in the Army. Awesome. What did you do in the Army? These are still too hot to turn. I may actually not even turn them or ice them on this video. I need to make a phone call to somebody. Hopefully they're still up. It's like after midnight, but I need to do that. So with that, we're done with the cake as far as this goes. Woo! They are out. We have been on for 70 minutes and I need to go. If you are watching this recorded, join us for our next live and subscribe. Please subscribe to me. Let cool at least 25 minutes, Robert says. James says, can't draw retirement until I turn 62. Understandable. If you haven't liked the video, please like it. If you haven't liked the live, please like it. And if you're watching this later, feel free to comment on anything you saw. It was a lot tonight. And thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great night. Sweet dreams and all of that. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.